Hey guys, Lewis here, and welcome back to another episode of West of Loathing. It's been a while since I've done a West of Loathing recording session, and I'm glad to be back. I took a unannounced hiatus from doing a lot of recordings because I felt like I was being overly stressed. I wasn't having fun with the recordings, and I just wanted to kind of like give myself a reset, go enjoy the holiday with my family. So I hope you guys had a great holiday and a happy new year. I know it's gonna be like mid-January now by the time you're gonna hear this, but nonetheless, I hope you guys have been enjoying. So let's go ahead, take a look. We've got a lot of things to take care of here, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to the mayor here, see what we can help him with. Let's look at the problem boards. Let's see what we can do about the overdue book. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named of Alexandria. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Okay, I'll go ask her about it. Alright, Gary. It's been a while. I need a refresher of what's been going on. Hello, a town. This place has seen better days. Guess towns come and go. Oh, nomadic lifestyling? But these houses are looking at heaviness. What? No, just the people move away. They leave the houses here. They are wasting a perfectly good houses. Am I forgetting anything, Gary? Gary reminds you about the fella in Breadwood, about Bunkhouse that wanted a picture of an owl skeleton. Okay. Reminds you about Roy Bean and his stolen jelly beans, right? And get to the Alexandria Ranch, and that's about it. What about the main quest? Wait. What about the main quest? Breadwood man's trouble to keep us from lumber to fixing his problem, best idea. Okay. But thanks for the reminder, Gary. Let's get out of here, Timmy. Let's go ahead and, we didn't do like a thorough exploration of some of the places I've been to, and there are a few things I haven't really taken a look at yet. So I'm just gonna kind of go through them one at a time. So let's head over to Curious Copse. Honestly, I should have probably just reviewed the last episode I did. Looking at all these trees, you'd have to, there's nothing else to look at, and yet a bleeping box shouting to bring us here. Yeah, I'll scout ahead. I think I remember fighting a giant robot here at some point. I harvested a thing there, by the looks of it. Yeah, a giant portal here. What was inside here again? Oh, it was the coffee place, right? Yeah, don't really know what it is, so I'm not gonna mess around with it, but it looks like it just make coffee or some sort of drink. I still have all these punch cards. I wonder what they do. Maybe we'll find some more. El Vibrato, that's what the word was. Man, it's been a while. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll wander around here a bit. Still haven't gone to Ghostwood. Your transponder beeps, indicating a spot on the horizon. You spur Timmy towards to investigate and find a well. Just a well. You discover a new map location. Curious abandoned well. Well, our little device is beeping. Damned well stopped to investigate it. It's a good thing we wander. So there's the well. What do you think, Gary? Hearing a tiny sound. Like a distant high-pitched humming? Me too. Aha! A well. A well of sounds where water is not. It does seem to be coming from there, yeah. Okay. Well, let's scout out the area before we go down the well. Just more trees at this point. Alright, down the well. The transponder goes ape as you get to the old well. Let's attach a rope and climb down. Well, there's the portal. Shockweed plant, be careful. We got some shockweed extract. What do we got in here? There's another portal, and there's a terminal. Well, before I go in that terminal, let's see what this is. Screen reads Lako Anubuku Gabachano Hubunu Panchizi, and then Bugugab, followed by 5 buttons. Press secondary Lapu auditory. Okay, no idea. Not gonna mess with it just in case. There's more stuff here. Single button on top of this machine. A voice says Hotada. 7 buttons appear on the top of the platform. Press the... Well, I'm not gonna mess with those just in case it's like a self-destruct button for the world. There are a bunch of paper cards on this table. Grab them. We got punch cards. There are no buttons, but there's a very thin slot underneath the screen. Put in a small punch and put in this. Ooh, we can use those punch cards. Well, let's take a look. We have a bunch of these. You insert the card into the slot, the machine screen springs into frenzied activity. Can't make sense of what you're watching, but when it's over, you know things you didn't know before. You learn the word for bridge, machine, decrease. Whoa. Okay, whoa indeed. So I can finally translate some of these words with the help of those punch cards. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna spend some time learning and expanding my knowledge. Tim has a yearning desire to learn knowledge, I should say. We learn bracelet, fluid, destination. Whoa. Array, organic. Increased north brooch. Equipment and garbage. Maintenance, current, storage. And these are the small ones. Footwear, coffee maker. Well, east. Local weather cannon. I'm gonna have to eventually just go back at some point. South matter. Okay. Insert destruction. Okay, it doesn't help. West nuisance. What if the destruction is just me putting in punch cards? Detected cache and select. Central system and legswear. Disposal and solar. Adjustment and education. Power pipeline primary. Let's try a larger punch card. There doesn't seem to be a difference. Maybe it's just bigger words. Personnel, orientation, magnitude. Time squeezer, extraterrestrial sedative. Decloaker, planetary. Okay, planetary. Planetary self-destruct. Sustenance and corruption. Planetary corruption. Old gods are involved. Containment, updated. Okay, there's containment. We're containing old gods in this corrupted world, and there's a self-destruct button. It's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Beacon, Roberto. Why Roberto? Why is there just a name? Teleporter. Is there a... Okay. Antipsychotic, military fabrication. Source, offline headwear. Reactor, positronic resonator. This is going to be the boring part, but I want to read it all. Facility, initialize quick gate. You insert the card, machine springs into frenzy. You can't consciously make. You have nothing else to learn from that kind of card. Okay, good. It does tell you if you've learned everything. Municipal, emergency, and temperature. So that means I can eventually just learn all the language. Terminal, toggle, insufficient. Chrono key, drone. And I've learned everything there is. Okay, cool. So now I know what these things say. The voice says Nietzscheable. Look at them. Well, it says I learned everything I could. What the hell is Nietzscheable? Okay, this says the educational terminal. Nothing else from that card, and nothing from the bigger punch cards. Well, I guess a voice says poo-poo. Look at them. Press the first one. Terminal emits a harsh buzz. 7 buttons disappear in the original one. Okay, so... Well, how would I know? Maybe it's like kind of like a hotada. I mean, how would I know? Nope. Poo-poo. Well, I pressed the 4th one. Nope. Sta-sta. Nope. I don't get it. Anon. Vanilla. Do it again. I'll have to figure this one out. I'll come back to this. And, well, honestly, we're gonna have to make it a point to visit all the old El Vibrato places we've been to. Screen reads current teleporter destination education facility, and then select destination followed by 5 buttons. Oh, cool. Cool, we can just teleport to other areas. Auditory nuisance containment. Have we been there before? I'm assuming it's only been to... Oh. Interesting. I can see why that would be an auditory nuisance. The screen reads select nuisance destination. There's a single button available labeled select. Press it. South Ganilla, South Stada, South Anan, Nietzscheable, Hotada. Oh! I don't know. South Ganilla? 7... Oh, so this is like transfer... transfer this thing to other places. Destination corruption detected. Adjustment. East destination Nichabu resets. Okay. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand what that means. This thing's just booping. Okay, so that's... Maybe we teleport that somewhere. Let's try secondary storage. I definitely haven't been to the nuisance thing before. Vibrato container. Get a battery and a fluids. Pile of broken El Vibrato stuff. Let's scrounge through it. Get some scrap. Weird device. We're gonna take it. Whining El Vibrato object. This is a dome-shaped El Vibrato machine of unknown purpose, unless its purpose is to make an incessant whining noise, in which case its purpose is both known to be very annoying. Professor would be interested in this. Well, we'll have to go back and talk to him. El Vibrato seltzer. Good stuff. Oh, well, you know, we're learning a lot about the El Vibratos. Let's go to equipment fabrication. I think we've been there before, right? Monolith is dark. Let's insert the battery. We get energized. Whoa. Equipment fabrication? Yeah, I think we've been here before, right? Brooch fabrication. Emits a noise like a duck and the slot opens. The scraps in your pack vibrate so you can cram some of those in your hole. After 5, the slot closes and reopens and converted your garbage into jewelry. The disc of El Vibrato material itself is the size of a saucer. Repels any matter that gets close to it. Plus 11 armor. Nice. Alright. Brace. Well, 1 second actually. I have something to take care of. And I'm back. There was someone at the door that I needed to answer. So I made a bracelet, I think, right? Does it matter? Are there differences? Get an El Vibrato ring. Makes El Vibrato encounters much more likely. I think we got this before. Let's make a brooch. Okay, so it's just the 2. Well, either way, I have those. Let's go test out the other locations. Drone fabrication. Okay, I think we've been here. It says drone fabrication online. Nothing there. Press a big button on the little pedestal. Floating construct appears on the dais. Maybe it's like an advanced thing? Oh, hit it. Haha. It gets me some scrap. Oh, speaking of that, I farmed up a decent amount of experience. I can upgrade the old 1, 2, 3 to the now more powerful, the old 1, 2, 3, 4. No one sees the 4th one coming. Alright. I do have some experience left over. I don't know what to spend it on, but I will probably save it up. Maybe on beef up, actually. I haven't beefed up in a while. So let's go ahead and get beefy. There we go. Let's go ahead and make another one of these. They seem pretty basic, though. Oh, there's something else in the back, though. Let's beat it up. Aha, Gary Fu. Too powerful for you. Alright, well, that seems to be everything for now. I'm going to switch this back to the auditory nuisance containment. This thing's just spooping still. Press it. I mean, if I knew what these meant, these must be like the names of the facilities. To East Poo-Poo. Okay. Well, like I said, I'll figure that out another time. But let's get out of here. Well, that was good. We should bring this to the professor, but let's go take care of the book first. We'll wander around here. Transponder bleeps and signal leads to one of the vibrato robots. Let's fight it. The old 1, 2, 3, 4. That one extra one. That was great. Alright. We're gonna wander again, and then we'll go back to the copse wander there, because I always have a 2 wander rule. You see a wooden sign off the side of the trail that reads Jumbo Neck Mine, 4 miles that way. It's weird that they put a period on the sign, and it's weird that they bothered to carve individual hyphens and a greater than sign instead of carving an arrow in it. Well, we'll continue where we're going. We'll check out that mine some other time. Go back to the copse, we'll wander there. Oh, didn't mean to jump. Ah. You see a partly burned military signpost off the side of the trail. It says Fort Treason, but the part that says how far away is burned off. You ride in the direction of the arrow about 40 feet and see the fort. Apparently it was 40 feet away. Well, so Fort Treason's not too far from here. Let's go to the old Schmaltz Brewery, wander there, and then we'll go check out the ranch. A goblin is wandering along the path, muttering and ranting out loud to itself. As you get close enough to hear, Gary gasps. Oh gosh, such language of filth speaking. What'd they say? Terrible, and hard to translate. But to do having with spore growing in a wrong crevice, and also a human insult, Gary not understanding. Whoa. Why not you cramming an entire baguette up your icing funnel? Wow, what? Go marrying a bagel, muffin chucker. Muffin chucker? I'm gonna go call someone muffin chucker today. Gary, deal with it. Gary tries to converse with the goblin, getting visibly more agitated. Eventually he returns, shaking his head. Never am meeting a goblin of such rudeness. It sounded like they were picked up some choice human cursed words somewhere too. Not understanding those, but you not believing how they telling me to popping. Huh. Getting 30 XP from that. I think we were already in the Schmaltz Brewery. That's with the yeast thing. So we'll wander here real quick. There's an open grave here, which is a little weird. Maybe they forgot to bring the body and had to go back to get it. Man, I bet that would be really embarrassing. Oh hey, there are a few things in here already. Maybe they were just burying this junk but forgot to fill the hole back in. We got grave dirt, skeleton bone, and perfumed pocket square. This pocket square has been soaked in more than enough perfume to make up for the fact that it's been stuffed into the pocket of a rotting corpse for decades. Goes on your lapel. Hit the trail. Always love more trinkets. As Timmy carefully navigates a bunch of weird rock formation, everything suddenly goes silent. Everything except for the racing of your pulse. And that is because you stumbled across a horrifying unglyph. It's a rock! Kill it! Boom. You got an unglyph horn and an infernal soul fragment. Poof. Alright, well let's head to the ranch. Let's go get that book. Open grave here. Maybe it's the same one, but we got some more stuff. Oh, there are cows here. Maybe that's why. Shh, cows were hearing us. I think they've already seen us. We've been spotted, Gary. Quick, get to chest-high cover. There's no way to get past these cows except through these cows. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna moo at you. I'm gonna moo at all of you. It worked. We're untouchable. Alright, now we'll give them the old 1, 2, 3, 4. That extra punch. Pop. You insisted those little doggies get along. 90 XP and roasted cow tongue. You also got some smoldering leather. Nice. Alright, what do you think now, Gary? Wow, a place is very destroyed. Yeah, geez. I guess this used to be some kind of library. Some of the burnt up shelves still have books on them. Books exploding? Well, not usually, but Ma keeps a pretty steamy one hidden under her nightstand. Never mind, Gary. Alright. Wow, this place has really been blown to pieces. This used to be an undestroyed bookshelf, but not anymore. Scavenge it. Got the Diary of Alexandria. Is this supposed to be a library of the Library of Alexandria? Small diary. It's crispy around the edges and smells like gunpowder. Read it. You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. Ends with a passage about a soldier from a nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify. So she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, e.g. boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that isn't much good against cannonballs. Well, it definitely explains it. There's a heap of soldering books. Dig through it. Overdue Breadwood book. You managed to find part of the overdue book. No. Will this do? Represents 12.5% of the total stock of the Breadwood Public Library. Mostly destroyed bookshelf. Got advanced cow punching. Yeah, let me read that. Alright. Chapter is about adapting the stampeding behaviors of demonic cattle for human use. Gives Bull Stomp combat skill that does small AoE to all your enemies. And gives Haymaker to briefly stun. Yeah, I've been running to a lot of groups with more and more enemies. Maybe Bull Stomp would be useful here. You learn Bull Stomp. You read up on stomping on it and get much better at it. Sometimes you just hate the ground. AP cost 1, deal free damage to every foe. Unfortunately, you accidentally stomped the book into dust while practicing. Aww. I love reading the books. It's just some sort of shenanigans. It's half a cannonball, the front half. Investigate. You pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There's an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason and it's got the address stamped right onto the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. Well, we know where Fort Treason is, so we'll go check that out next time. It's a solid steel vault door. Well, that's where the other books went through. Alright, well, looks like that's all we can do here. And we got the book. Let's go to Fort Treason and see what's going on over there. Oh, I forgot to wander there. As Timmy carefully navigates a bunch of weird rocks, we find another Unglyph. We're gonna beat it up. We're gonna test out the Bull Stomp. It looks impressive. Quick, throw dust at it. Just throw an extra punch. You know, gotta punch the air. Show it who's boss. Alright, here we are at Fort Treason. What do you think, Gary? Hello, Fort Mans. They do not answering. I guess nobody's home. Let's have a look around. Yes, to scavenging for useful and or valuable items. Good, you're learning fast, Gary. I like that. It's a demi-culverin cannon. Look closely. You look at the cannon. It's a fine cannon. Demi-culverin in size. Insert your cannonball. Oh, yeah, that's right. We've been carrying a cannonball all this time. Oh, there's a watchtower here. Let's use our binoculars. Oh, don't see anything you don't already know. Shucks. Well, you know what? Let's take a look around. There's a barracks here. Looks like they left in the middle of dinner. Pick over the leaving. Got some blood sausages and soda crackers. There's a spittoon in here. Footlocker is still locked. We'll pick that lock. Got an artillery targeting flare. Flare produces a huge plume of smoke, and where there's smoke, that's where you should fire. Military grade whiskey, incendiary bullets, and a full canteen. Has rusted away to almost nothing. Kick it open. Smelling salts, bullets, military school class ring. Plus 8 pistol attack damage. Man, that'd be good for the one shooting class, I forgot. Snake oiler? This heavy ring goes on your trigger finger, not your ring finger. Let's pick that. Private Matthew's diary, and the key to P.O. Box 114. Ooh, maybe we can do the overdue mail thing. Maybe it goes to Dirtwater. Battered and dog-eared army-issued diary. Cover says Private Matthew, barely legible in the collage of gravy stains. Left to nothing, we get Private Lemon's diary, and a field trauma kit and some chemical bullets. This must have been where they stored all of the fire. Shows a lot of good that did. What do you think, Gary? Every soldier man is gone. I'll poke around and see if I can figure out what's happened. Yes, Gary will wait in here. Well, we do have some books, so let's go ahead and read that. Let's start with Lemons here. Immaculately cared for standard army issued diary labeled Private Lemon. It's private in 2 ways. Diary is pretty dry and not very interesting. It's just a list of day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simmon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch was being used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound very convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. The last few entries have to do with dissent in the ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. Okay, so that's why it's Fort Treason. Most of Private Matthew's diary are empty pages, ink splotches, and latrine duty again, blah blah blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Matthew puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain friggin' bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch, occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection, was actually an enemy spy outpost, Matthew felt compelled to warn the woman, but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannon bombardment of the ranch, Matthew stole some ballistic charts and hid them in the post office box during a shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons had already been calibrated, and when Matthew returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with no conclusion to the story. Oh, that's sad. So, just a lady with all her books got bombed for no reason. Happened across a crate, we'll open that up. Full canteen and some nails. Hope that meets our crate expectations. Alright, you notice another crate. We'll go ahead and grab that and get back on the trail. We're gonna head back to the ranch, because I remember seeing that steel door. Spot a skeleton lying a few years. You tie Timmy to a tree just out of sight. No sense in scaring him. Somehow its saddlebags are still intact. Maybe the big red plus signs embroidered on the sides of them added to their durability. Loot those bags. A lot of tonics here. Pig away. Alright. So now that we know the story, what do you think, Gary? Nope, nothing new. So I got this artillery flare. What if I put the targeting flare here? And then we go back. We'll wander here real quick. We'll go back to Fort Treason, and then we'll get the cannon to shoot at it. And we'll fight this robot along the way. Because why not? We still need to get better to beat those bandits. I want to fight them. I don't want to just talk them out of it. I want to actually beat them up. They stole some jelly beans. That's inexcusable. A faint wispy light on the side of the road resolves into a sad-looking ghost as you pass. Unable to speak, it just makes sad woo noises and gestures to its roadside grave markers, which has fallen over. For some reason, it's a huge millstone. Stand it back up. You heave the millstone back up on its edge and wedge it with a couple of sticks. The ghost sighs with relief and fades away. Wiping off the moss, you see the epitaph, Judd Millstone, 1837-1889. When a millstone fell over on him. Oh my gosh, those weren't sticks. Those were bones. No, yeah, they're definitely just sticks. 30x. That would be really ironic, getting killed by your own tombstone. Alright, we'll beat up this robot, we'll fire the cannon, and we'll go get whatever's in the cellar. She's got some good books in there. Right, insert your cannonball. You peer through the rangefinder at the distant smoke. Unfortunately, you have no idea how to actually aim the cannon. Okay, so we need to go Dirtwater. Alright, well, if that's the case, we're going to stop back in Breadwood and see about their mail problem, because that might lead back to Dirtwater. Well, here's a thing out of your nightmares. Maybe not your nightmare specifically, but definitely someone's. A human skeleton scuttling toward you, crackling with blue electricity and making a loud hissing noise that sounds like a cross between a nest of angry rattlesnakes and a broken radio. Electricity skeleton. Beat him up. That extra punch. Vibrating scapula. These days you see a lot of bones moving of their own accord, but even in that context, the way this one moves is pretty weird. Item goes in your offhand. +7 spell damage. Alright, Mayor. Were you able to find the missing library book? Well, half of it. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh well, everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway, and mostly just at the bottom half of the pictures, so that's alright. Why just the bottom half? 90 XP. At least the captions are still there, I guess. Mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall. Well, let's see about the mail thing, because I'm heading to Dirtwater. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. You got it. Please tell me it goes to Dirtwater, because that would save me a trip. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the Feracia are you? My name's Tim McMeat. Mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line on where to start looking. Oh yeah, alright. I gave up being a mailman a couple years ago, but I doubt they changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Postal way station. Well, it doesn't go straight to Dirtwater, so let's just focus on the Alexandria Ranch. We'll head straight to Dirtwater. Been a while since we've gone back. You still no luck, Cactus Bill. I'm sorry. Let's check the post office. Any mail from me, buddy? Nope. I'd like to send a postcard. Write a quick note to Rufus, let him know that you've been up to. That'll be one of the prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat. And we're gonna open up that P.O. box. We got the Fort Treason ballistic chart. It's a chart for army guys that explains how to more effectively destroy things from a distance. While we're here, I'm gonna see if I can sell these punch cards. If I can even sell these things. A vibrato brooch. Well, I have 2 of those. I can sell you 1. I guess the punch cards aren't sellable. Ah, well. Yeah, I know. I have a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of stock certificates. Maybe they'd age, and so I get more meat for it. Nope. Well, do you have anything worth buying? No, nothing really. So let's go check out. Everything's solid here. Just fine, thanks. Hot dogs. Grady's fine. Letter goods. What you got for me, Grady? Wait, you're not selling anything anymore? Did I buy all your inventory? I noticed you got a new neighbor. Yeah, they're giving me a bulk discount on a little magical charm so I can make bandoliers with little magical charms on them. Interesting. Show me your goods. Ooh, that would be really good, actually. Oh, so there's like a little adjacency bonus. That's cool. I'll have to come back and check these out. Murray's Curiosity and Bean. Oh. Oh, it's this guy. Well, hello again. Thank you for telling me about this town, my friend. It's a marvelous location. That's 2 good turns you've done me. Ah, don't mention it. Speaking of which, here's your curious headband back. Fortune willing, I won't be needed again. No more gambles like that for me. Very amusing synchronicity occurred. I've been working for several years on constructing a magical artifact of my own devising, and the same day the brewer moved in next door, I finally hit the inspiration I required to finish. Didn't even take very many bottles. Would you care to see it? Interesting. Why is it so dark in here? The atmosphere, my friend. I sell mysteries, things which cannot be properly experienced in the cold light of day. Why not? Well, it wouldn't be any fun. Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, where's all your merchandise? In the locked case behind me. There are things that must be kept from prying eyes and unprepared minds. And thieving hands. Well, that goes without saying. Gotcha. Well, let's see what you got. All-purpose beans, if you are a master chef. Filled with master beans, and not in any case that can contain every type of bean, but in the sense that every bean it contains is a mix of every type of bean. I'll buy some. Oh, so that's where I can get a glass spear. Item finding bonus. Ooh, definitely take that. Elaborate box puzzle. Constructed this elaborate puzzle over the course of a single drunken afternoon. +5 mysticality. Magician's pants. Ring of inconspicuousness. You know what? I have a ton of stuff I could probably sell, right? One of these days I'm just gonna have to come back and just see what I can sell. I'll come back. But we have that glass spear. We could always do that ritual thing. But at the same time, I'm very... Ever since I read that Next Mex book and got a debuff from it, I'm a little worried. Let's check on the brewery guy here. Oh hey, it's you. Thanks for telling me about this place, instead of arresting me, or shooting me in the head and then arresting me. I guess word's been getting around. Well, you sure did help me out. I really appreciate the opportunity. Things are going pretty well. Not a single yeast monster yet. Heh, what can I get you? Show me your goods. Good stuff. I'll have to check that out more in detail later. And looks like we have a few more lots left. 2 or 3 at the most. I think that's all I wanted to check here in Dirtwater, right? Yeah. Alright, in that case, we'll make a stop at Professor's house and we'll head on back to the Alexandria Ranch. Or should I say Fort Treason, so I can fire the cannon. Hey, Professor, I got you something. Wait, what do you got here? Oh, it's the battery thing. The professor is examining with something with intense concentration. Show him the whining object. I found an annoying whining dome. Wow, that is annoying, isn't it? Hope that goes away when I fix it. What is it? Well, unless I miss my guess, you'll find this very handy. How's that? Well, I believe it's for manufacturing of a variety of fighting tools. Presumably, they're helpful ones. Otherwise, why bother, right? Neat. Well, this machine turns El Vibrato scraps into a single-use combat item. That's what the professor said, and I'm confirming it for you. There's a little note on the side which describes different things you can make with it. You can make a grenade, which assumes you blow things up. It makes something called a maintenance teleporter, which will banish any hostile El Vibrato construct. And it can make an autonomous construct that will help you win fights by hurting your enemies, or one that can help you win fights by healing you and your allies. You know what? That's really cool. I'm gonna make some of each. Your door scrap, machine whirs, the little door slides open to reveal a grenade, which is luckily not primed to explode. We'll make a maintenance teleporter while we're at it. We got a T-shaped object. We'll make another one of those. We'll make another assault drone. Get a hexagonal object. We'll get a medical drone. Yeah. Make an exit. Alright, well let's head back to Fort Treason and fire open that vault, and we'll call it good. Another skeleton horde. We'll loot those bags. We got birthing breeches. Delivering children is pretty touch and go these days, and doctors often find themselves in need of pants that can soak up a lot of fluid. Plus 40 of maximum HP. Wow. That's a lot of HP. Alright, we got what we need. Insert your cannonball. Light it up. You consult the ballistic charts and turn the little knobs and cranks the stuff into their appropriate places. You root around in your pack and find a match. Light it up. Boom! If that didn't open the vault door, then those grapes are probably sour anyway. Hooray! Alright, so let's go check it out. Next time we'll probably take care of the mail issue in Breadwood, but let's check it out. Pretty well preserved down here. A lot of books and cases, so I'll check those out in a bit. Books, books, and books. Take one. Percussive maintenance. Books, books. Take advanced cow punching. Books, books, books. How to cheat at poker. Oh man, I wish I had that sooner. Gives you the dirty poker skill. Cheating is part of the game of poker, but getting caught doing is still disadvantageous. This book purports to turn your cheating into sneaky cheating. Really? You got dirty poker. You quickly memorize the entire book. So as to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Let's set the table. You've learned how to cheat at the weird variant of poker that they play in these parts. You will almost certainly get caught. Well, that's not something I want. And last thing is haymaker, so we'll learn that. You read the advanced punching techniques and practice for a while by punching a cactus. Got haymaker. Haymaker is when you punch somebody while the sun's shining. There's a different name when you punch somebody where the sun doesn't shine. Unfortunately, by the time you're done practicing, you've splattered the book with cactus juice, ruining it. Aw. Well, I mean, it's better than punching the book. Book is full of tips and tricks about the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. Yeah, percussive maintenance. Learn how to hit machines in just the right place to fix it pretty much whatever's wrong with them. You can fix things the easy way now. Time to get smacking. When you've done reading it, you notice the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you end up just smashing the books to powder. Oops. Alright, this locked case contains a book labeled Gold Medal Silversmithing, Rich Vein, Poor Vein, Greatest Love Poem Ever Written. Well, let's check this one out. What do we got? This copy is a popular financial advice book from a few years ago. It's rare now because of various crusades to destroy every copy of it. Quickly memorize the entire book. You know how to get a lot more meat out of meat veins. Awesome. Unfortunately, the book was so old and crumbly that reading it once caused it to be destroyed. So much for literary preservation. Oh. I'm out of needles. Well, I'll have to come back for these another time then. Alright. Well, you know what? Since I'm already here, I'm gonna go to the silversmith. Shouldn't take me too long to run back and forth. Help yourself. I need to make some needles. I'm gonna use a silver bullet. We'll make some more needles actually. I've been using a lot. There we go. That should hold me over for a while. We'll get those last 2 books and we'll head back to Breadwood. We slide along the ground here. I must learn. Tim has done so much learning today. Greatest love poem ever written. Alright. What do we got? The dust jacket of this book is missing, so I can't tell you who wrote it. This love poem's so good you're afraid to even read it because you might fall in love with the book. Yeah. But we'll hang on to that. Gold medal silversmithing. This book, written by expert jeweler Annabee Bronze, details advanced techniques in melting silver things and turning them into other silver things. Oh damn, I should have gotten this sooner. You can make extra silver bullets when crafting them. Everybody out west can silversmith a little, but you can do it a lot. Heck, after you finish reading it, you absent-mindedly drop it in a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman. We've done quite a lot today, so I'll have to go back and check out the other locations, but that'll be for another time. We're gonna head back to the Breadwood in the meantime. No, actually we'll just stay here, because we're gonna go to the postal way station. So, anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of West of Loathing. It's good to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.